How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just wanted to come on here for a while and give him a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite's special event, Blood and Guts, which is from tonight, which is May 5th, 2021. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston went over cause Jon Moxley pinned Michael Nakazawa with a clothesline half and half suplex combination from Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Well, before the match, Don Callis and Michael Nakazawa came out, and Don Callis made an announcement that Kenny Omega was unable to attend Blood and Guts tonight, so Michael Nakazawa would be going in the match with Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston alone. Well, Don Callis left the ring, and Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston came out, and as Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston were making their way to the ring, Kenny Omega came out and attacked Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston from behind with the AEW title and started beating the shit out of them and everything, which that was cool. And after the match, as Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston were celebrating, the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, came out and distracted Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. And as Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston were distracted, the Good Brothers, which are Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, came in the ring and attacked Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston from behind and beat the shit out of them. The Good Brothers the Good Brothers executed the Magic Killer to Jon Moxley, and the Good Brothers held Jon Moxley down, and Matt Jackson executed the super kick to Jon Moxley, laying him out. And Eddie Kingston was trying to fight back as much as he could, but the numbers game was way too much because the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers beating the shit out of him. Well, the Good Brothers held Eddie Kingston down, and Nick Jackson executed the super kick to Eddie Kingston, laying him out. Well, Kenny Omega and Brandon Cutler came out, and Kenny Omega executed the One-Winged Angel to Eddie Kingston, laying him out. And the Elite, which are Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson, stood tall, which that was cool. Match 2, it was Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Cody Rhodes went over with the figure 4 leg lock. Well, after the match, Anthony Ogogo came out and executed a body blow, which was a punch in the stomach, to Cody Rhodes, and laid him out, and then put the flag of the... And Anthony Ogogo placed the flag of the United Kingdom on top of Cody Rhodes as he was laid out, and Anthony Ogogo stood tall, which that was cool. Match 3, it was Britt Baker versus Julia Hart. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Britt Baker went over with the lockjaw. Match 4, it was SCU, which are Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, versus the Varsity Blondes, which are Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison, versus the Jurassic Express, which are Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, versus the Acclaimed, which are Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, in a four-way tag team eliminator match. That was a great match, but the ending to it, SCU went over because Frankie Kazarian pinned Brian Pillman Jr. with the best Meltzer ever from Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. And match 5, it was the Pinnacle, which are MJF, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler versus the Inner Circle, which are Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz in a blood and guts match. That was a phenomenal match. But how the match happened, Sammy Guevara was the first one to enter the ring on behalf of the Inner Circle. Dax Harwood was the first one to enter on behalf of the Pinnacle. Shawn Spears was the second member of the Pinnacle that entered. Ortiz was the second member of the Inner Circle to enter. Cash Wheeler was the third person to enter from the Pinnacle. Santana was the third person to enter from the Inner Circle. Wardlow was the fourth person to enter from the Pinnacle. Jake Hager was the fourth person to enter from the Inner Circle. MJF was the last member of the Pinnacle to enter. And Chris Jericho was the last person from the Inner Circle to enter. And that match was chaotic as hell. But it was awesome and told a great story. But the ending to the match, the Pinnacle went over because Chris Jericho and MJF were on top of the cage while Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, Ortiz, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler were all still inside the ring. Well, MJF was getting ready to knock Chris Jericho off the cage onto the stage, and the rest of the Inner Circle were pleading with MJF not to do it, so Sammy Guevara said, "We surrender." So that's how the match ended, because Sammy Guevara surrendered. Well, after the match, MJF shoved Chris Jericho off the cage onto the stage, and the rest of the Inner Circle were tending to Chris Jericho, and all the referees and all the athletic trainers and medical staff and all the coaches came by to check on Chris Jericho on his condition and everything, and the rest of the Pinnacle were looking on and everything while MJF was celebrating and everything, which that was cool. That was after the match, by the way. But besides the matches, Alex Marvez interviewed Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page about their assault on Sting and Darby Allin last week on AEW Dynamite. Well, Scorpio Sky was sitting there talking shit about Sting, saying how he beat the shit out of him and how he locked in the heel hook on him and said that he took him out like a mosquito and everything. And Ethan Page was sitting there talking shit about Darby Allin, saying that having his face painted wasn't war paint. It was scars from him getting his ass kicked and everything. Well, Darby Allin appeared and attacked Ethan Page and started beating the shit out of him, and then attacked Scorpio Sky, beating the shit out of him. And as Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page got their offense in, but Darby Allin was getting the best. Well, he beat the shit out of Scorpio Sky, and then Ethan Page tried to intervene, but Darby Allin beat the shit out of Ethan Page, doing the coffin drop off the stairs, off the ladder, and then started beating the shit out of him. While Scorpio Sky took a trash can and hit Darby Allin over the head with it, and then Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page ganged up on Darby Allin and beat the shit out of him, and so Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page threw Darby Allin down the stairs. And as that happened, the medical staff came to check on Darby Allin on his condition, and Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page were just sitting there laughing and everything, which that was cool. AEW done a vignette of Technique by Taz, and what happened was Taz was going over techniques of Christian Cage of two moves from Christian Cage, which are the frog splash and the kill switch. And Taz was going on about how Christian Cage didn't have good foot and leg work on the frog splash and the kill switch, but ended up executing it perfect and everything. And then Taz was also talking shit towards Christian Cage, saying that that he's going to have to wait in the back of the line now because Team Taz we're on top now because Brian Cage beat Hangman Page last week on AEW Dynamite and got on the rankings and everything, which that was cool. AEW done a video package of the match between AEW done a video package of the match between Jon Moxley versus Yuji Nagata for the IWGP United States title match next week on AEW Dynamite. Well, Yuji Nagata was talking about coming back to the United States and everything, and Jon Moxley was talking about how he was going to that he respected Yuji Nagata, but he was going to put him out of his misery and everything, which that was cool. Tony Schiavone interviewed Kenny Omega. Well, Tony Schiavone had Kenny Omega come out, so Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa came out, and Tony Schiavone was, Kenny Omega was talking about how, asking everyone if they were ready for blood and guts and everything, and Kenny Omega was talking about how he didn't really want to be there and told Tony Schiavone to hurry up with his announcement. Well, Tony Schiavone announced that next week it'll be Pac versus Orange Cassidy on AEW Dynamite next week, and whoever wins between Pac versus Orange Cassidy, whoever wins between Pac versus Orange Cassidy will face Kenny Omega for the AEW title at Double or Nothing 3. Well, Kenny Omega was going on talking shit, saying that he's been in the ring with Pac, and Pac's made him tap and everything, and was saying, was telling Tony Schiavone to go ahead and announce Kenny Omega versus Pac for the AEW title at Double or Nothing 3. Well, Tony Schiavone was making the announcement saying it'll be Kenny Omega versus Pac or Orange Cassidy for the AEW title at Double or Nothing 3. Well, Kenny Omega kept wanting Tony Schiavone to repeat it, but Orange Cassidy came out, and Kenny Omega was talking all kinds of shit about Orange Cassidy. Kenny Omega was talking all kinds of shit about Orange Cassidy and everything, calling him an immature kid, and taking his shades off his face, and putting them on Michael Nakazawa, and saying how them shades look better on Michael Nakazawa than Orange Cassidy and everything. And Kenny Omega was also talking about how he was going to beat the shit out of Orange Cassidy if he's the one to face him at Double or Nothing 3 for the AEW title and everything. And well, Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa left while Tony Schiavone and Orange Cassidy were looking on. That was cool. And Tony Schiavone interviewed Miro. Well, Tony Schiavone was pretty much asking Miro about his intentions of coming after the champions in AEW and everything. And Miro made an announcement that he's going to be facing Darby Allin for the AEW TNT title next week on AEW Dynamite. And Miro was talking about how that whether Darby Allin could compete or not, he didn't give a shit. He wanted Darby Allin next week for the AEW TNT title and everything, which that was cool. Now, I did forget to cover one thing, and that was before the match between SCU versus the Varsity Blondes versus the Jurassic Express versus the Acclaimed. Well, after after the Varsity Blondes, the Jurassic Express, and SCU came out, the Acclaimed came out, and Max Caster was doing a rap on all three teams. What his rap about SCU was saying that he was going to put Christopher Daniels out of the business. He was calling Jungle Boy some kind of Tarzan name, I can't remember, and was calling Luchasaurus a fossil, and then was talking was rapping about the Varsity Blondes, saying that they're irrelevant and they'll be appearing on the dark side of the ring and everything. And then Anthony Bowen's done his signature line, AEW, the Acclaimed have arrived, which that was cool. But besides the matches and the segments and the promos and everything, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, but besides the matches, the promos and everything, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. And the referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Paul Turner refereed the match between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus Michael Nakazawa and Kenny Omega. Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall. Paul Turner refereed the match between Britt Baker versus Julia Hart. Rick Knox. The referees for the event were Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Paul Turner refereed the match between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa. Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall. Paul Turner, that was Bryce Remsburg, by the way. Paul Turner refereed the match between Britt Baker versus Julia Hart. Rick Knox, that was Paul Turner, by the way. Rick Knox refereed the match between SCU versus the Varsity Blondes versus the Jurassic Express versus the Acclaimed. And Bryce Remsburg and Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between the Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle in the Blood and Guts match. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, I did forget to announce that AEW announced that it will be Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker for the AEW Women's title at Double or Nothing 3. Which that was awesome. And it was long overdue, in my opinion, because Britt Baker has really stepped up. Her gimmick has gotten better since she's turned heel. So is her promos. So is her ability and everything. Well, and I'm looking forward to that match. But besides that announcement, the match card for next week's All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, it's going to be the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, versus SCU, which are Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian for the AEW Tag Team titles. Darby Allin versus Miro for the AEW TNT title. Jon Moxley versus Yuji Nagata for the IWGP United States title. And the match card for next week's All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, it's going to be the Young Bucks, which are Matt and Nick Jackson, versus SCU, which are Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian for the AEW Tag Team titles, Darby Allin versus Miro for the AEW TNT title, Jon Moxley versus Yuji Nagata for the IWGP United States title, and Pac versus Orange Cassidy, and whoever wins will face Kenny Omega for the AEW title at Double or Nothing 3. Now, besides the matches that have been announced, Cody Rhodes will be appearing live to make his announcement for Double or Nothing 3, and Tony Schiavone will be interviewing Jade Cargill. So the match card for next week's AEW Dynamite looks like it's going to be awesome. You know, the matches, the promo segments, whatever that's been announced. It looks and sounds like it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward. I'm really going to look forward to it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give my review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, their special event, Blood and Guts. And like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road.